Let's hope it's in the right place. Hi, everyone. How are you? We are supposed to be in the right place. So with a bit of luck, I will do a quick check. Seeing as I didn't do my thing. We had a bit of technical problems, I'm afraid. We were originally going to come live on Zoom, but Zoom decided to do something funny with my internet browsers. So I couldn't get in. So we've quickly swapped to StreamYard again. So welcome, everybody. I wanted to do this because... hey, Esme! I wanted to do this and invite Debbie and Jenna on here today because I wanted to kind of talk to you about the business build. These two lovely ladies have been the first people on my business builder site, and you'll find out some little funny stories about this course in itself. But I know when we consider investing, and this is a big investment, I'm not gonna lie, this is a huge investment. It's significant in money, but also in time, because you're going to be doing 12 months work with us. There's a lot going on with a website and branding and all of that sort of stuff. So what I wanted to do was kind of allow you to either ask questions, but also for us to talk about what it is, how it works. And I was actually saying on when I was chatting to the ladies here that what if you want, I'll do a bit of a show you around the Business Builder site, so that you can see for yourself as well what's in there, because there's lots, isn't there? There is a lot that goes on, because it takes a lot to build a business, you know, especially if you're going to do it in 90 days. Hi, Jane. Lovely to see you. Right. Okay. So, Debbie and Jenna. Right. I'll start with Debbie, or Jenna. Actually, are you all right with little? And do you want to start? Because I can go. Doesn't really matter. But is it easier to do it now with you, and then you can kind of look after little one? And now Jenna was the second person to join, but we decided to start at the same time because confession here, this is a classic. When these two ladies signed up to do the business builder with me, the business builder consisted of one side of A4 with my notes. Okay, it was nothing more. There were no videos. There was no website. There was no payment link. Nothing. All I'd done was kind of gone one day, I need to do this. And I'd had a bit of a chat with other people, because I've got co-coaches. It's not just me on the business builder. You get other experts as well. And I'd had a bit of a chat, and they were up for working with me. And then Debbie first came along, and I was like, I need to talk to you about something. And then Jenna came very soon afterwards, and I said to Jenna, I need to talk to you about something. And I told you kind of, I think I shared the screen, didn't I? And showed you my A4 piece of paper. And Jenna, your response was, it's a no-brainer.
Definitely.
Why was it a no-brainer for you? I love that. He was like, oh!
I think at that time, well, we'd worked previously doing sort of money mindset. So I'd worked with you previously, but I think at the time I'm a social worker, so I was desperate to leave sort of social work. And I've just qualified as a life coach, and I wanted to sort of set up my business, but it was more about, I'm a social worker. I know nothing about business. I know nothing about sort of the in-depth stuff. And I thought I could wing it, or I could actually build a solid foundation of something that actually I don't need to keep going back to. Once the foundation's built, I can kind of just build it up then. So that's why, really. Yeah.
And that foundation is so important. I keep likening it to the Leaning Tower of Pisa. When you don't do the foundation properly, it starts to lean. Whereas if you have the solid foundation, you can build as high as you want, and that's what we keep saying, isn't it? It's what works for you. How does this work for you? And that's very much how we talk about it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Now, I also know, and I did ask permission, you were working with a coach previously on this, weren't you? But you weren't really getting anywhere.
Yeah.
What was it? And I'm not very good at asking these questions. What was it about me that made you feel confident enough to do this?
I think because we worked previously, I think it was more the connection, and I felt that you understood where I was coming from. And because, like a lot of us that are in your group, I am a big believer of sort of well-being, but I knew that I needed to face my own demons first. So a lot with the business builder comes out sort of your own fears and things that maybe stop you. And I knew that you were maybe somebody that maybe would able to understand that and dig a bit deeper with me rather than just taking it face value, you know, just rather than just doing it as a business. As you keep saying, you are your business. So, and I think I needed somebody just to get me. And I didn't really have to go right into all my demons, but you kind of got where I was coming from.
And I think that's important, isn't it? Because we get fearful of facing our demons, and I don't actually believe that we need to do so. We just need to find our way around some of them. We do need to address some of it when we're ready, but it's about having that support to do it as well. And it can be quite scary when you're on your own if you don't have that support, isn't it?
Yeah.
And you've got a lot going on with you've got 2 preschool kids, haven't you?
Yeah.
Plus you're still doing your social work job at the moment.
Yeah.
And you're trying to build your business. So you were doing so much. Yeah, Jane, you did the Master Your Money Mindset. The very first version was what Jenna did. So you did the second version of it. But yeah, it's I think it opened up a lot for it. Jane had huge shifts on that one. We kept calling her, like saying she's going to cause an earthquake with the amount of shifts she had on the money mindset. But yeah, so I know, like I'm going to be honest here. It's not been an easy ride for you on the business builder, has it?
No.
I'm not going to hide anything from anybody here. Jenna has struggled with it, and we've realized that a lot of it is mindset, and we've done some work on that to make sure that you can move forward, but we've realized there's more deeper work that you need to do, so we're working on that through the Connected Blueprint now. And we're gonna absolutely nail it for you. But it's not to say that it's been easy, but we find a way. It doesn't, and I think Debbie mentioned this when we were chatting. Debbie actually got to a point where she just stopped. She wasn't going to do it. And, it actually wasn't anything major. It was just a small tweak that we needed to do. And I'm going to pick myself up here. And I think a lot of people that are on the Design Your Blueprint for Success know this, is that I don't let anybody get left behind.
Yeah.
Is that a saying, actually, Debbie? Your military family, no one left behind.
Yeah.
I don't do that. I want you all to succeed. That's where I get my joy from. So when, I realized, Debbie, I can't remember whether you told me or whether I kind of prompted you. Something happened, didn't it? That we realized that you needed to make a change and move forward.
Yeah.
And you did it. So, I mean, Debbie was the first person to join. And again, it was further back actually it was at the same point with Jenna. It was a piece of paper, and I think I shared it with you on a Zoom call, didn't I?
Yeah.
Because you'd been on the Connected Blueprint.
Yeah.
You'd had a product business.
Yeah.
And you were on the Connected Blueprint, and there was a sudden realization that this wasn't the journey for you. There was more that you needed to do. Yeah. And you kind of came to terms with the concept that you wanted to be an empowerment coach, didn't you?
Yeah, that was only at the beginning of this year as well.
Yeah.
It's this side of Christmas. It
was kind of January, wasn't it? That it all poof, it all happened. Look at this, isn't she gorgeous? And so you kind of had this idea, and I went off and said, I'll go to Udemy and just test your water, see if get a coaching course, see if that works. And it's what you wanted to do. And you were like, it is. And we spoke about what your next steps were. And I went, I've got this that I was thinking about at the end of last year. And I'd put it to one side, but actually I'm thinking that this is you. And I shared the screen and showed you my piece of paper. And you were like, yep, That's what I want.
Yep.
Why did you sign up with like, I don't need to do sales pages really, do I?
No, not really.
I'd love not to do them.
Because I've worked with you for so long, we have built up a level of trust. There is a lot of trust. I do trust that you will do what's right for me, not just business-wise, but emotionally as well. I come to you with so much emotional baggage sometimes. I'm like, wow, what do I do here?
And that, I mean, to anybody that doesn't know, when Debbie first came into the group, she would not post.
Nope.
You didn't even respond to comments, did you? You
Nope.
were a lurker through and through. Now you're the first person to comment on anything, like, and such a supportive person, which is why we all knew that she needed to be an empowerment coach before she actually accepted it. But you know, I do the welcome posts, and my goodness, Debbie is there straight away with it. And you are, Jane, these days, now that you've joined in as well. It's lovely. It's so welcoming to new people, and I love it. But yeah, so we'd worked together quite a bit, and you have, I mean, you have stepped into your power. Gosh, the difference between, I should say, everybody, we've got a big celebration today because Debbie did her first ever live this morning in her group. She has never gone live. She didn't even want to come on Zoom calls at one stage, and now she's doing lives in her group. That's the difference from going from not posting, lurker, you know, hiding completely. You didn't even do this, like doing the school runs, did you? You just did not want to be out.
No, I wouldn't go to the shop. I wouldn't go to the school run. Yeah.
And now you're here. This is your second testimonial interview as well, isn't it? That you're doing this, and you've done a live this morning, and you are just brilliant. And the other celebration, actually, which we did celebrate back at the time because it's a little bit ago now, but Debbie joined, both Debbie and Jenna started this course. I set it all up. I was like, I've got 2 people join now. I need to do something. So I created it, and they joined the first week of February. And we were just discussing this before. And I could say that in March, she got her first paying client. But that kind of makes you think that it's within a month. It was fast. And it was brilliant. It was the end of March, she got her first paying client. So 2 months from no business, just a concept. Right? Zero. And that's why I call her zero to hero. You know, and to a paying client by the end of March. And she even, as we said, procrastinated for a few weeks in that, right? So this is what the business builder is capable of doing for you, but you need to do it, right? So, you know, it's about, it's laid out. It's step-by-step actions, step-by-step videos. You follow the process. It's not a process that's laid down, you know, that you have to do. But if you follow it in a certain way and pull out what you need, it creates everything that for the future. So some of the things that we do, isn't it, is about working out your core values and also your story we create, don't we? And that then goes on to provide all your basis for your social media. And it goes onto your website that we build for you. And it goes onto the branding that Fran creates that then goes into your website that's built for you as well. And Debbie, I got your website handed over to me this morning. So it should be with you very soon. So, yeah, and it's about how all these things lead on. And it creates the efficiency. And I hate that word because it makes it sound like kind of set. But what it is that by going down this path, it makes it easy. And we create something that then is used for so much other stuff to make it easier in the long run, which is why you can move really, really fast down it. And for me, you know, Debbie got the paying client within a month or 2 months. It took me nigh on 9 months to get my first paying client, you know, and I'm just thinking now that was, you know, the equivalent of 7 months of not being paid, but most importantly, not reaching the clients that I wanted to help.
Yeah,
I was sat there willing to help these people, but I wasn't able to help them. And that for me is the most important thing with the business builder, is that it allows you to be able to be serving your clients as soon as possible.
Yeah.
And that is so important. And Debbie, now you've got your paying client, but it doesn't stop there, does it?
No.
You're still doing the you've finished now the training, haven't you? Because you've done the 3 months training.
Yep.
Although Debbie has given me some ideas of more things, and that's one of the things that I want to do with this. Every time I get an investment, someone joins the business builder, I'm looking to add more stuff to it. Right. So I want more experts giving us their videos on what to do, coming in and doing coaching masterclasses. I want this to be the most amazing course possible. And that's what will happen. So you join now, you lock in those new things, that you become that person, you know, you can use some of the new stuff that comes in. So I went off track there, but yeah, so Debbie's kind of finished the 3 months training now. She's given me something else to do for it though, because she's told me what else she thinks would be useful, which is great. And I'm trying to decide whether I've got that expertise or whether to get the expertise in actually for it. But I can give you a basis, but it's like, it's probably a bit bigger than me if you want to go there, so we could make it a bit better. But you've still got coaching, haven't you? So you've still got the support of us to make sure you've got that consistent momentum moving forward, so that you keep going as fast as you've gone. And I know that like there was a little bit about trying to attract more clients, and both of you had a bit of a struggle, and we've kind of looked at what you can do. And there's 2 different actions for both of you that we've come up with, but we've helped you kind of overcome that challenge, haven't we?
Yep.
So, and I'm talking a lot. I need to ask you more questions. So I guess what's really useful for me, for both of you, is like, what advice would you give anybody that is thinking about the business builder?
For me, it would be just do it. I think it's a case of the relationship that we've kind of built between us all as well. And I know that supportively, I could come to any one of you, Debbie included, and just be like, well, hang on, I'm having an absolute meltdown here. I don't even know what I'm doing. Will you just help me? And I get honest advice, but it's constructive, but it's also very supportive. It's not a case of, you know, remind you back in school when you're just stupid. It's nothing like that. It's more emotional support, because let's face it, the more you go through this business builder, there is going to be things that sort of trigger you. And I think it's a case of that's when you know you need to pull on everybody else and just say, I either don't understand this, or I don't know where to go with this. And I think it's something that's vital. I think it's not something you get in every business course. You know, it's that emotional connection.
Yeah.
Thank you. Debbie, have you got anything to add to that?
No, just sort of the business builder as you've created it. It's more of a sort of a guide. It's like signposts. Like my son said to me this morning, he was watching something on telly and he was like, how do they know where to go? And I was like, it'll be signposted. So you're almost signposted that you need to be going this sort of way, but sort of in your own way at the same time, if that makes sense.
And that's very much how I keep frequently say to you guys, it's your business, your rules, isn't it? And it's like, so you need to think of your core values so that you know what you want to do.
Yeah.
You know, and it's, you know, so that you attract the right people, so that you show up as the right person. I'm not going to tell you that you need to be like this, because that wouldn't work for you. So I think you likened it. I've said before now, it's a step-by-step guide.
Yeah.
That you then create your own business to your way of working, you know. And if you want to work all the hours, you can do all the hours. If you want to work school hours like I do, you can work school hours. There doesn't need to be long lists of activities that you've got to get done.
No.
It's about being focused on what's going to get the results. And that's the idea, that each week I give you what you need to do that's going to move your business forward. And but it's not about telling you the action to take. It's about giving you the guidance so that you then you take the action that you need to take to go forward. That's very much how I work, and that's what I want. But like Jenna said, it is about also reaching out, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know,
Absolutely.
we all get stuck. I know quite often I'm on a course and lots of people won't finish it, and I don't want that. I want people to have the success, but I can't do it for them. It's about reaching out, and that's the lovely part. You guys support each other brilliantly, but also, you know, we have that dedicated Facebook group to be able to support each other. And interestingly enough, you know, you guys you're both empowerment coaches, but you do it differently, and there's no competition either. There's just support, and that is brilliant, you know. And you just seeing you two flourish is just, I feel like, you know, proud mum with all your achievements and how well you're doing. And do you know, I'm just so glad for the world that you guys are going into it, because there are so many women out there that need you, and the quicker that you can get up and running, not wait the 9 months that I did, you know, the quicker that you can get up and running and getting out there, not just earning the money, but serving those women, then, you know, the world is going to be a better place for the little ones like this one as well. Because Jenna's very much helping mums break the cycle of toxicity so their kids lead a better life, you know, and that is such a gift to give to the world. And I'm just proud to be part of that, but also honoured that you joined me when it was just a piece of paper. It's not anymore. I meant to count, actually. There must be, I mean, there's 12 weeks, 13 weeks. But there's not just one video a week, is there? There's other videos. There's several videos. And
there's at least 2 each week, 3 sometimes.
Yeah, and then there's exercises.
Yeah.
And then there's the odd EFT and meditation thrown in as well to really help you open up to what you could be and stop that subconscious helping, you know, holding you back and stuff. So there's a hell of a lot in there, isn't there? Yeah. And then you've got the coaching on top of that every month to make sure that you're moving forward. You know, if you don't join the coaching, that's fine. But it's there because we want to be able to take it that level further for doing it. Yeah. And of course, we've got Amy doing the social media to really make sure that you move forward. And hopefully, you know, as it gets more people on it, we'll get more things going that really need your help. These guys have been brilliant because they've been giving me feedback all the way through. So we've tweaked things, and when I've occasionally duplicated videos, I still need to sort that one out. I'm like, oh, have I? Oh, no. So we sort that out and get it sorted. So now it's all ready for you to join. And I'm so excited to welcome more people on it, because I think it will be, the world needs more of us women out there as business owners. Changing this world from that masculine energy into that beautiful feminine energy of working together in community. Yeah. Right. Is there anything else you ladies would like to say?
No, I don't think so.
I feel like I've talked a lot and not let you talk. So thank you for your time. I was saying before that, you know, I know you guys have got lots that you have to do in your everyday life, and I cannot tell you how much I appreciate you taking the time out of your day to come and help me with my business as well. You know, I only have 2 people on the Business Builder at the moment. It's an intimate group, but these 2 ladies are beautiful, and they're looking forward to welcoming more people on. So, and thank you for that. So I will say goodbye to you all in the group. And if you've got any questions about the Business Builder, then please do let me know. And I'm sure, actually, I didn't ask this, but you're both nodding because you know what I'm going to say. If anybody's got any questions and doesn't want to ask me, would prefer to ask Debbie or Jenna, then please do. You know, Emma's on here. I remember Emma having doubts at times. And I said, look, I don't want to force you. Why don't you go and speak to Debbie about this? You know, she's done this. She will tell you whether it's right or wrong. And she's been in your situation. And she will be honest with you. I'm not. And I said to Debbie, don't tell her, you know, don't pick me up. Just be honest with her. And that's where I'm really lucky. So if you've got any questions, then please, please, please do ask. I'd rather you feel confident and comfortable than kind of feel a bit scared, or even not do it because you're not sure it's right for you, right? I'm not going to tell you that it's right for you if it's not. So just let me know. And these ladies will answer questions too. If you've got any questions, you can ask now, but I can't see any, so I'm going to assume that's that there aren't any. And thank you, ladies, for coming on. I so appreciate your time. Take care, all.